Of course, solutions are an essential part of moving what we've made between environments, and connection references make it easier to make sure that that solution works in its new environment and is connecting to the data source that's specific to your dev, test, or prod environment. However, if you're missing a connection reference or really any solution component, it can be a little difficult sometimes to track down exactly which one you need. For example, I've imported a solution that's missing a connection reference, and you get this message at the top. There are missing dependencies. Install the following solutions before installing this one active. And that means there is something from the unmanaged environment from which this was created that is missing in the solution package and not already present in the environment that we're using. And so if I download details, I'll get a log file. And I've cleaned that up in Visual Studio Code here. So we could hear that there's an error. And the message is, the following solution cannot be imported. Some dependencies are missing. And then here in this XML, it tells us what's missing. And so it says this flow here is dependent upon this particular connection reference. This is a connection reference into the Common Data Service for App, and it's identified here, 775E6. Now this is the logical name, so it's not the name we see when we go to add things to our solution. And what makes it more challenging is when I come here to my solution and add existing connection reference, the list of connection references I see doesn't include the logical name. So it's not easy for me to tell if I have multiple connection references, which is the one this solution's asking for. Now, a way to work around this is to create a Canvas app. So creating a Canvas app based on the Common Data Service will give us a 3-screen app already connected to this data source. So I'll choose connection references as our table and connect. And now you can see we can see the same connection references that we saw earlier. Now in the gallery, I'm just going to take this one and tie it, instead of to connection ID, to the logical name of the connection reference right here. And now we can see the connection references. 775E6 is the one that was missing from our solution. So I can just edit that display name here, and I'm just going to put 775E6 after it. And now when I come back to my solution, add existing connection reference, I'm able to differentiate them and see that this is the one that my solution needs. And so that's how, if you have multiple connection references in your environment, you can identify the one that your solution is needing. Thanks for watching PowerCat Live.